Imagine a company declaring it's disrupting an entire industry without actually changing a thing. Companies love to use buzzwords like disruptor or innovator to describe themselves. But what does it really mean? In a world where everyone's a thought leader, how can you cut through the noise and find the real game changers? Let's decode the hidden details behind these business buzzwords and uncover the truth. We'll explore the world of corporate jargon and uncover the surprising reasons why companies use these phrases. From synergy to thought leadership, we'll break down the most overused buzzwords in business and reveal their secrets. But before we dive in, let's define what a buzzword is and why it's so popular in business. A buzzword is a term or phrase that's used to describe a concept or idea, often in a way that's meant to be impressive or intimidating. Buzzwords are often used to create a sense of excitement or urgency around a product or service, but they can also be misleading or empty. For example, when a company says it's disrupting an industry, what does that really mean? Is it actually changing the game, or is it just using a trendy phrase to sound cool? To find out, let's examine the different types of buzzwords and how they're used in business. There are several categories of buzzwords, including synergy words, innovation words, and thought leadership words. Synergy words describe the idea of combining different elements to create something new or better. Innovation words focus on the process of creating new products or services. Thought leadership words emphasize the idea of being an expert or leader in a particular field. Now that we've defined the different categories of buzzwords, let's look at some examples of each. For instance, synergy might be used to describe a company that's combining its marketing and sales teams to create a more cohesive message. Innovation words might be used to describe a new product or service that's being developed using cutting-edge technology. Thought leadership words might be used to describe a company that's publishing research or white papers on a particular topic. But what's behind these buzzwords? Why do companies use them, and what do they hope to achieve? One reason companies use buzzwords is to create a sense of excitement or urgency around a product or service. By using buzzwords like disruptor or innovator, companies can create a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out, among customers. Another reason companies use buzzwords is to sound more impressive or intimidating. Using buzzwords can make a company seem more sophisticated or cutting edge, even if it's not actually doing anything new or innovative. But there's a downside to using buzzwords. They can also be misleading or empty. When a company says it's disrupting an industry, but it's not actually changing anything, it can be frustrating for customers and investors. So how can you cut through the noise and find the real game changers in business? One way is to look beyond the buzzwords and examine the actual products or services being offered. Ask questions like, what's the real benefit of this product or service? And how is it different from what's already out there? Another way is to look for companies that are actually making a difference in their industry. Instead of using buzzwords, these companies are focused on creating real value for their customers. For example, companies that prioritize sustainability or social responsibility are often making a real impact in their industry. By focusing on these companies, you can cut through the noise and find the real game changers in business. In conclusion, buzzwords are a part of business, but they can also be misleading or empty. To find the real game changers, look beyond the buzzwords and examine the actual products or services being offered. Ask questions like, what's the real benefit of this product or service? And how is it different from what's already out there? Subscribe for more content like this, and don't forget to like and comment below. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss, please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.